This is the new Depron Bug. It's the version 3, so we call it V3. And we'll just have a little bit of a look around the airframe and see what features we've got in this latest version. So probably the best thing to do first is line it up with the version 2. So here's the version 2 on the left and the version 3 on the right here. Okay, so a couple of things you might notice straight off. Basically the wingspan, a little bit hard to see there, but the wingspan is about 3.5 centimeters larger on this one here on the version 3. So we've got a slightly larger wingspan. The all-up flying weight comes to 32 grams, that's including the battery. And this is the battery bay up the front here. You can see we have a slot right here in the middle where the battery goes. So the weight is nice and centered there. So there's a couple of differences. What we've done with this version 3, we've gone for a nice stylish 90mm prop. So we've really looked at the curves and the lines on this one. You can see a little bit of the body style there. There we go, we've got the drop tail here as well. The tail's been redesigned. And we've got this cutout in here as well as supports for the wings. So if you compare that to the version 2 airframe, it's a very different look. Also, one of the main features that we've changed is the motor mount. So of course, we'll have a look at a close up here. On the version 2, you had the motor mounted on top with the base mount motor, and also a separate undergear support here, undercarriage support, and once again the 140mm prop. So in the version 3, we've gone to a more unified approach. So we've got the undercarriage mount and the motor mount all on this one piece of wood at the front here. It's a much more simplified design, it's easier to build. And the propeller, with the 90mm propeller, it really does look more in proportion with the aircraft. You'll also notice the wheels, whereas the V2 had the shorter wheels and the lower undercarriage. The V3 has got this nice, very nice high set wheels. Okay, so they've got very long wheel struts, and the drop tail there at the bottom, the drop tail makes it sit very nicely. So it looks really good when it's sitting. Okay, so with the V3, the build process has been really simplified a lot more. First of all, we've got these ribs here in the wings. So now instead of molding the wings with heat, we actually just have the ribs, and we've got the half cuts on the top of the wing. Okay, so the wings curl quite easily to the shape of the ribs, and it's just a case of gluing them together. Back here, what we've got with the tailplane, we've got a pass-through. Okay, I'll give you a look at this. So we've got a pass-through here in the tailplane. So it's a lot easier to put together. Basically, you can attach the control surfaces, both of these control surfaces, before you put the horizontal and vertical planes of the airframe together. So it's much easier to build this V3. Okay, so and this one, of course, it's made out of Depron. And another feature is the control linkages have all been taken underneath the airframe. So there they are there. We've got the servos coming out the bottom here. Okay, here's the servo hole here. And both of those control linkages are underneath the airframe. So this is the airframe as you receive it. Not built, of course, you have to build it yourself, but all the parts that you need to build the airframe, the undercarriage, the 7mm ball bearing raced motor and propeller, and of course the white wheels. And that's how you receive it, and you just build it, and it'll look like this once it's built. Of course, you need to put your own radio gear in it as well. Okay, so for this one, with the version 3, we've got a couple of optional extras that you can choose from. For example, with the wheels, we have an optional extra of having black wheels. It's an additional purchase, and you can have black wheels instead of white wheels. And a couple of other things. I'll just swap over here. and I'll show you this one. Okay, this one here has been painted. Okay, so we've got a video on the product page which shows you how to paint Depron, how to prepare the surface, and then how to do the painting with an airbrush. So this one has been painted. Now, this one has one of our optional features. Okay, so this is the hardwood. So we have an optional feature which is hardwood. So this is an optional purchase. You can purchase this separately. And all of the wood pieces are actually hardwood instead of ply. So it looks quite nice. And this one, you've noticed, also has a brushless motor. So this is another option, having the brushless motor. And the motor has a cutout in it. The motor mount has a cutout in it. So in the brushless option, you get the motor mount with the cutout and a couple of support pieces here. These pieces are changed from the original version, and that's an optional purchase. Okay, so as it comes in the kit, basically it comes like this with the gear drive, the brush gear drive. Right, on the website, on the product page as well, we have instructions not only for painting, but also you can download these decals here, and you can just simply buy sticker paper or tattoo paper, and you can print them out yourself. Just download them, just put them on the Word document, print them out yourself, and you can put them on the aircraft. So this is how the aircraft can look if you choose to paint it up and decorate it well. That's the end result you could end up with. But as you receive it in the kit, it'll look like this when you finish building it. Okay. Just have a little bit of a look around the airframe. Okay, from the back there. All right. So we've got some flight videos. We've got flight videos, takeoff landing videos. We've got the explanation video of how to paint it. They're all on the product page, so have a look.